In this presentation, my colleague Angelika Gundermann and I are going to present you the Delphi Continuous Professional Development Approach. I will give you some theoretical background information and Angelika will show you the practical application. One aim of the Delphi project is to provide a continuous professional development course for heritage interpretation staff and adult educators. The CPD approach delivers the conceptual backbone for the innovative professionalization concept, which, due to its modular concept, is transferable to different target groups, learning settings, and adult education sectors. The course concept combines knowledge from the stock-taking report and previous projects, the competence framework, as presented before, the technical web platforms for the distribution, which will be presented later, and the modular and blended learning concept. All this together leads to a modular CPD approach, which allows to use the material produced for different target groups and in different settings. But before we come to the practical application of the Delphi material, let's have a look at the conceptual background of the approach. It consists of the blended learning concept, the modular concept, which also affects the transfer potential, the didactics for digital learning, and the competence-oriented learning. Let's begin with the blended learning concept. Basically, blended learning means a combination of at least two different learning environments. Usually, it consists of a live or presential training event and of an e-learning element. The combination of the different types is dependent from the particular need. Since every element has its advantages or disadvantages, it's worth having a closer look. There are three basic types of e-learning that need to be distinguished to understand the potential of online learning: webinars, web-based learning, and tutoring systems. Webinars are live events that aren't stationary. Participation is possible from everywhere. Usually there's a teacher and a group of learners. The teacher has the possibility to interact with the group directly and the group amongst themselves, which means a little bit of flexibility and thereby learner orientation is available. Web-based learning content offers different possibilities than webinars do. Within learning management systems, the content can be arranged in a motivational order. By learning within a LMS, learning happens completely self-directed. The learner decides what content is next and what learning speed suits best. Furthermore, the potential of diversified media integration is an asset. Tutoring systems are the interface between the learner and the content provider, which is usually the teacher. Within these systems, answers to tasks can be examined and personal feedback will be provided. The tutoring system can be a set of different technical solutions like a forum, chat, or a recommender system. Next to the blended learning concept, there is the modular concept that also affects the materials transfer potential to different areas of application. I will show you a simplified model of the concept to understand the considerations behind it. There are different types of modules carrying a set of content, objectives, tasks, material, and so on. These modules are addressing specific target groups. Then there are other modules addressing another target group, and so on. Since it is a model, you have to carry in mind that a module might also address different target groups. So if you want to design a course, you can simply pick the modules that suit best for you. Additionally, they are designed in a way that they can be applied to different learning scenarios. So you can design them in a way to be used either in webinars, web-based learning, or face-to-face courses. This depends on the particular advantage you want to meet with the arrangement. The single modules can then be designed for the use in a specific area of application. When it is foreseen for the application in a digital environment, there are some didactical considerations to be regarded. In order to create a well-thought and motivating online learning experience, the design and arrangement of the content should be well prepared. Mainly three parts are relevant for these considerations: social settings and learning modalities. For instance, if it shall serve learners or professionals both in self-learning and in more externally driven learning modalities, and also affect individual or self-paced learning, then digital learning environments or learning platforms suit best. When it's about group learning, webinars might be the answer. For social collaboration, forums and also webinars offer a solution. Have in mind to work with a variety of digital tools and task types. Depending on the objective of a learning unit, different arrangements of tools should be considered. There you have the opportunity to involve different types of media for different target groups and different tasks for different levels of competences. The higher the level is, the more the learners should be involved in the co-creation of learning content. The most common features of digital tools are tools for communication and exchange, tools for presentation of learning materials, tools for a wide variety of tasks and assessments like multiple choice, true-false questions, open questions, including assessments of keywords, essays, interactive videos, question sets, and many more. Additionally, you have the opportunity to work with the integration of media. In digital learning settings, it is pretty easy to involve different types of media, be it video, podcasts, interactive graphics, pictures, text, and so on. The combination with different tools makes sense there as well. This means that videos could be made interactive. At a specific position, the video stops and the learner has to answer a question before he can continue. This was just a short insight into a huge topic, but now it's time to have a closer look into the practical application of the material, the Delphi toolkit. I hand over to Angelika.